Not good enough.
Because I've been working on doing some of this stuff today.
Yep.
I got a new
show
toy to play with.
Show it to the world. You're live. Go.
Anyway, I got to go pack my trailer, so I'll catch you guys later.
Ah, shut up.
Pack your what?
My trailer.
I thought you lived in it.
No.
No, that's my camper. No, the trailer going to Q-turn.
Are you talking about going to a turning event there, Neil, that Robbo can't get to?
Ah,
That's the one.
shut up. Ah,
I was trying to keep it a bit sort of.
yeah, I know. Trying to keep it low key so as I didn't hear it.
Anyway, gotta go. See ya.
All right. See you later, Neil.
You want a sneak preview, Robbo?
Don't have fun, Neil.
Of what? Oh, I can't see it properly, Sid. Jail have to put it up on the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know what they're for.
What? So it's actually going ahead in that shed, is it?
Yep. Yeah, the information I got was about the wrong shed.
Good on ya. And you failed to mention it to anyone? Because it's the first time I'm asking about it.
First time I've come back to tell anyone.
Not good enough.
Okay, sorry.
If you see...
No, I was turning yesterday and got so fed up I decided to play with my new toy. I was trying to see how thin can you get on a piece of wood. And I knew this end I could make as thin as I wanted to. This end, because of the indentation, I couldn't because of the way the tree is. And I got this down to 1.5 millimeter thick. And I was surprised I could do it. I took it off the lathe and set it on the bedway. And a certain dog here liked it was fresh at the time, wanted to smell it, and got up and smelled it, and it fell on the floor and broke.
Oh. Bugger.
Well,
if you see Heather or Ray, Sid, can you tell them I'll put the notice up for that in a few days' time? All right.
Yeah, well, I'll probably see Heather later on today, so.
Yeah, well, just tell her I haven't forgotten about putting it up on Facebook. It's no use putting it up sort of 2 or 3 months in advance, if you know what I mean.
You want it reasonably fresh.
Yeah.
So enough notice, but you don't want it too far out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, do you like the links that I've been putting up, Robbo?
Yeah, very neato.
Yeah.
I may have accidentally bought a lathe too.
Oh.
Accidentally bought? Yeah, it's actually a genuine accidentally.
That's what he's telling Shirley anyway.
No, she was sitting there when I realised I'd done it. You were at an auction and kept raising your hand?
One at a time, one at a time.
All right, go.
Go,
now it's
Sid.
Robbo's turn.
You know the one-way live center sets with the cone and they got the screw-on pieces on them. I found one of them on Amazon, and I thought bought that. And while I was scrolling through, there was a little Wen 8-inch by 12-inch variable speed lathe for $88. And I clicked on it, and I thought I put it in my wish list, but I put it in my cart because I was just going to send it to Jay just to see if he was interested. And anyway, when I went and checked out, I checked out the tailstock, and then I got an email a bit later saying I hadn't something left in my cart, so I thought I hadn't bloody checked out properly, so I just went and checked out again without really looking, so I bought a lathe.
I think.
Sounds
When
like
you
you
turn-
do it.
When you turn away, Sid, your voice goes right down.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, I'm on the computer mic.
Yeah.
It's a little Wen 12-inch by 8-inch swing. Same swing as what Jay's other little lathe is, and it was $88.
Oh yeah, I got all that. Yeah, yeah. They
I
seem to
don't know
be
what
pretty.
it's like.
The Wens seem to be pretty popular in America. I don't know what they're like.
Well, I was going to cancel it, but well, for $88, I'll see what it's like, and nothing ventured, nothing gained. If nothing else, I'll put a buffing wheel on it or something.
Yep.
Turn some pens on it.
Well, I did suggest to Darren that I could post it to Robbo for turning pens with carbides, and he didn't think that'd be a good idea.
Well, he's got a pretty good pen turning kit there, so.
You could use it at your store to demonstrate pen turning and get people interested.
It'll be super
Small enough
easy to
to-
move around with the size of it, I reckon.
Oh, nice.
And Chris has said that. Good day, Chris. Chris has said he's impressed with the Wen brand quality and customer service. So
No, look, it might not be a bad buy.
it might
Yeah,
not be.
That little spoon come out all right, Chris.
But look,
Is that your
that
first-
$88 was including GST and delivery. That's landed here for $88.
Geez, you can't complain about that.
So that's
No.
why I didn't go in and cancel it. I thought, oh, well, I went in and did the 30-day trial for Amazon Prime before I bought the one-way thing, so I got
Yeah.
free postage on that.
Perfect time because Prime Days are the end of this month. And they randomly pick items. Well, it seems random, but hundreds of them where they have like 10 or 12 to sell, and they sell it at their cost. First come,
Okay.
first served. So people are constantly waiting for something, and they'll tell you what they are, but they won't tell you when they're going up for auction.
Okay, Chris, you got me intrigued. What did you find to make with the paintbrush handles?
Oh, didn't he send you the picture? He sent me a picture.
Yeah, Chris.
No, leaves me out. Leaves me in the outer. He does.
I'll put it up on share screen, all right?
Yeah, all right. Probably make honey dippers out of them, or spoons. Yeah, little scoops.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay. I must admit, when I'm in here, I don't bother checking Messenger.
All right, guys, I'm going to go back to work anyway.
All right,
Okay,
Sid.
I'll see you later.
See you later.
Take care.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea, Chris.
It's ever so slightly started to fray, this belt.
Sorry, what's that, Jay?
I said the belt has ever so slightly started to fray.
Yeah, might pay to get a new one.
Yep.
That's a dead giveaway. It's probably the wrong type belt. The angle of the side of the belt.
No, that'll be the original belt, Bob.
It's shaped like a V.
Yeah, no, well, you can get V looks like an A, looks like an M, but they're all slightly different angles on the sides.
Yeah, this one's still got the numbers on the belt.
Yeah, right. Well, write the numbers up on the wall of the shed.
Yep. All right.
Like I actually write it on the lathe, but
Yeah, so do I.
but as it's not your lathe, it's probably not a good idea. Or write it on the inside of the cover.
All right. It's got O 560. O dash 560.
Yeah, well, it's 560 long probably.
So I don't need to worry about the O.
No, it should have more numbers there than that.
No.
Sid said it right on the lathe is fine,
All right. Okay.
but I'd put it inside the cover.
All right.
But the big thing is when it's time to get one, take the belt in to
Yeah. Yeah. It's gone.
recommendation for those is a shop that does air conditioning and, air hemp moving in buildings.
There's one up the road from me.
Yeah, because that's a typical fan belt, a true fan belt for turning big fans. Because you need all the friction you can get, so the belt sides are tapered to a specific angle. But automotive belts, they're tapered, but it's a different angle because they wanted to have the market on selling belts for cars. And that was something that Henry Ford did.
Angle.
Well, he had his own rubber plantations that he actually bought and made their own rubber and brought it up for the Model T Fords, the Model A Fords, and the belts that they had then were the leather belts were typical, and leather belts just don't work on a vehicle. They get too warm and then they stretch, they slip. So he decided rubber was the type of belt to put up, and he did it. But the idea was you want to make sure if you sell a car that you buy the parts at the dealers that are licensed to sell the parts in the parts stores that are licensed. And they have to pay a license.
Yep.
So
I tend to go for aftermarket stuff, cheaper stuff.
well, now that's legal to do here. After a certain period of time, patents run out and cannot be renewed more than so many times. And that's happened to the auto industry, so other people can make aftermarket. And some you can't because they're still covered by patents. And they pay a license, a few cents back to the company for every one that they sell, that they make. But that's why in car, at least around here, when it talks about a warranty, they say with official parts. If you work on it, have a mechanic work, they must be approved parts put in. Otherwise, you void the warranty.
Yep.
Same out here.
Yeah. So just this, if there was we have being the auto industry head, I follow a young man, he's in their 40s, 50s. He's an attorney and has fought a lot of automotive cases. That's his specialty for people. And he has a YouTube site where he talks about the crazy laws that are there, and that they, just by having the wrong angle on something and not paying to have a licensed part, say an air conditioner controller valve or something, or sensor, the engine burns up or something happens, tough to you because you didn't have the right licensed patented piece on the control system. So
Yep.
you didn't buy it from an approved dealer, your warranty on it is no good. And that still stands here.
Yeah, it does. It does. I got a Toyota, and it still stands for that too. If something breaks on it and I got an aftermarket piece on it, then it's my fault.
But if there's a point where, you know, your car's 10 years old, and it's, you know, aftermarket parts seem to work fine. So, you know,
Well, like we
I
can
had-
go to one place and get a service for, I don't know, $300 or something like that, and then take it to Toyota and it costs us $600.
Yeah, that's right.
and the employees, the bad part is probably aren't getting that difference in their wage.
Good day, Mike.
Yep. How you going, Mike? So I've got can I've most probably asked this before and forgotten the answer. Can I put bearing grease in there?
No,
No.
No, there's
I mean,
steel.
I was just going to say like a really tidy bit to put on there to lubricate that shaft a little bit. But
no,
Huh?
it'll get that much dust and crap on it. Oil is what you need, or as I said to you before, WD-40 is the ideal stuff.
all right.
Or actually, a product called Inox is better because WD-40 actually isn't a lubricant; it's more a dewatering fluid than anything else.
I got that.
Yeah, even that might be a bit heavy, I think.
Yeah, and you don't want it to catch any sawdust in there, sanding dust, because then you've created a sandpaper effect, and it could wear down the shaft.
I don't have nothing for it. Then.
I've never. Well, I take that back. I've used. Let me find it here. DuPont makes it, and I use this all the time.
Oh yeah.
Dry film lubricant, and that's what I use on the lathe, moving parts on the lathe, because it won't collect dust and dirt.
Yep.
And it's good for saw blades and stuff like that. You know, but you have to shake it up because the contents is actually on the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah, I was just
There.
the only reason I took the cover off again today, Bob, was because I've noticed since I've readjusted everything here, it's harder to get it back to 0 speed. It tends to, I have to force it.
No, it just probably needs a good bit of oil in there. That's all. Or, as I said, WD-40, some spray-on stuff anyway.
Spray on kitchen oil.
No,
You said some spray on stuff. I can get some underarm deodorant.
no, that won't work either. Except to wash it down with.
No, shit out of luck here. The only thing I've got is going to collect dust and
You got any 3-in-1?
no.
It's a
I got
light
heaps
machine oil, very, very
I got
light
heaps-
machine oil.
I got heaps of this, but I can't use it.
No,
That'll make it work.
Dare I say it? Beeswax.
no, even that
That'll
won't
make it
work
look
properly.
good. Yeah, I know. Oh well, I guess I'll put the cover back on.
Yeah, I wish I could just hand you these. I keep these handy in my shop all the time next to me. They're release one is excellent for getting nuts and bolts and stuff that are just really stuck on.
Yep.
And I used to use the WD-40 on the bedways as a lubricant. And then I went to the Teflon, and that's the best I found so far. The DuPont Teflon non-stick.
Yep.
And it's good for saw blades, stuff like that, power saw blades. And when you use it on a power saw, I use it on my bandsaw and circular saws. I don't get anything sticking to it.
Yep.
Chips or sawdust. But WD-40 is an interesting product. There's a YouTube video on it, a couple of them, that dates back to the history of it. And at one time, it was classified top secret by our government in World War II, because that was the basic coating that we used to waterproof submarines. That's what it was designed.
That'll be interesting to see hundreds of men standing around a submarine spraying it with WD-40. I'm only joking.
No, they did it. Not out of cans, but big spray guns like with spray of paint. And it was, they tried a rubber, but they were still playing with vulcanizing rubber properly, and that didn't work. But it was one of the coats that they put on after they had put multiple coats of other stuff on ahead of it.
Right,
and then they used WD-40. It cut down friction in the water too.
Good day, Justin. How are you?
How you going, Justin?
Long time no hear. You're settling into your new house, are you?
Didn't you hear, Robbo? He moved into Bunnings.
Yeah, I know. Because I'll tell you what, Melbourne North's a long way from Stony Creek.
I put the wrong link in. If you want to learn skew work, go watch that link. If you there you go, Justin.
Well, there's a lot of people that was on the meeting today talking about what was going to happen at the club meetings on Sunday.
Oh, I didn't know there was a meeting today.
Oh, it's every Tuesday, Friday for the British.
Oh, for the AWGB, yeah.
Yeah, AWDGB. I just have it programmed in my calendar, and it pops up a half hour beforehand and tells me. But today was how to use a computer in being able to set up simple use to be able to help somebody else do video work or help them do turning remotely. And the different programs that could be used and different people that are using different programs. But they went over Zoom because finally they've got the idea, like our club does. They decided to buy a big master license, and then anybody can use it. They just have to schedule the time and get a password from the gatekeeper that takes care of the usage of it, when and who has it. So it was really interesting to hear the questions from people that are somewhere, between retirement and death, that have their grandkids help them with their cell phone.
Yeah. All right, I'll just answer Justin. Yeah, it takes a while to figure out everything. I've been trying to figure out where to put everything for 30 years, but lucky I got a forklift. I just move it around to suit myself. And Yeah, it is actually. It's like Viagra, Mike. Viagra was not invented for the reason that it became famous for. Funnily enough, it was for heart attack victims.
Yeah.
Oh well. Everything in good time, Justin. No camera yet. It's still packed in a box somewhere. No camera yet. It's still packed. Yeah, I'm sort of looking forward to the demonstration on Sunday night, actually. I just hope I can get it all covered, that's all.
Well, it's not necessarily limited to time. If people are interested, it's like Sydney Drozda. She sets up for 2 hours, and most of them end up being 4 to 6
Yeah,
because
well,
people, continuously ask questions afterwards, and she'll get on and demonstrate something for them after they've stopped recording, of course.
is the brewery still up there? Somebody, must be you, Bob. You still got YouTube or something open? I keep getting an echo every now and again.
I've got the audio turned off on it.
Oh, yeah. Justin, is the brewery still at Merbau North? I used to do demonstrations there years ago. They used to have a market there every 2 to 4 weeks, and I used to go up there and demonstrate.
One thing our club used to do pre-COVID is that we would set up, since we had a shop with lathes and everything fully equipped where we were at, set it up so a school could bring people by, and there'd be a one-on-one working with them on a lathe. And if they couldn't do that, we'd pack a lathe up in the toolkit for that lathe, and they'd take them to schools as a demonstration.
Yeah, I used to demonstrate. I used to demonstrate at state schools and everything as well. It was very interesting, actually. Big difference between country schools and city schools, I tell you. Now, of course, I don't suppose they allow it because of insurance and everything else.
Yeah. Well, you can demonstrate, and have insurance for it, but let the kid have the ability to have hands-on. That can be done, but there has to be a form sent back, and the parents have to sign it and have permission. And then, because kids have learned how to forge signatures, they have to have time for a counselor or someone to call and verify that that's a real signature, because they don't keep copies of the parents' signatures handy, to verify them by. Though that is now in place in a lot of schools as part of the student ID card.
Oh, most of the time the parents were with them anyway. Like, I used to demonstrate for the mothers clubs and things like that at the school, and mothers clubs had come in, and all their parents had come in. They had the most of the country schools only had about 40 or 50 students anyway, so that was good. They were good days, actually.
Yep. Well, we have this National Woodworker Show. Actually, it's now, it used to be international, meaning it get up into Toronto, Canada. But now it doesn't. It's just too much work for all the vendors to get all the paperwork to cross the border to put a show on and come back and inventory all the goods both ways and taxes,
Yeah.
sales taxes.
All right. I'm sorry, folks. It's my lunchtime, so I'm going to head off. I shall catch you all tomorrow. See you later, Justin. See you later, Chris, Mike, and Justin. See you later, Jay. See you, Bob.
Thanks
Yep.
for coming in. Have a good day.
Yeah, if there's anybody there watching are interested in attending the Detroit area woodturners meeting on Sunday, I can put a link up, but you got to follow the rules that go with the link to be admitted, because our meetings are open to the public unless it's a private demonstrator. And Robo is going to be our demonstrator this Sunday. And a typical of what happens is you come in and whoever demonstrates at the following Sunday, we just have a get together to talk about what you did during the week and did you make something, because there'll be a challenge put out that people have to turn something or make something that whatever was demonstrated or skill, and have that as a show and tell for the next meeting. And it's just a get together to talk. And that's a week away. So it's a package you can come to. But I can put a link up as an invitation. You just have to remember to copy it and paste it in. But it's really mandatory that you put in your real name as the title, or you won't get by the first door. And you won't get anybody to let you in. So you got to put in your real name and then also where you're from. Because we have members of our club now in multiple continents and attend our online meetings on a regular basis.
How you going, Cade? How you going? Oh, he left. Okay. Cade was in here, but he left.
Now he'll come back. I just got a note from him because he's a birthday boy.
Yeah. No, sorry, I can't get back in now. How you going?
Happy birthday.
Hey everybody. How's it
You're
going?
a, you're a year younger.
Yeah, trying to be.
Happy
You're as
birthday.
old as you feel and as young as you act.
Yeah, for sure.
Huh?
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was typing a message and I heard your voice as you let me in. I hit the wrong button. So I pulled the Cade and then I'm like, oh shoot.
Hey, yeah, I prefer to see it as you're as old as you touch.
It's my
So
old
if you-
age, man.
If your missus is younger than you, and you're safe, you see.
No, she's older.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You like the mature women.
Mm-hmm.
They
They
keep
got
you
the
in line.
Yeah, yeah.
You add the wild. You add the wildness of a young man's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
Just
her on
don't
her
tell his
toes.
wife.
She keeps me in line.
Kate,
How's it
did
going
you see?
today?
Did you see that? I put it in the group chat a couple of weeks ago. That dude that was doing the fishing, ice fishing in his lounge room.
Oh
Did you see
no.
that? It's a magician. He does funny stuff. He put a white mat down on his carpet with a hole cut in it, and he made it look like there was water there, and he stuck a fishing line in there, and then he got dragged into the hole, and water splashed out of it. It's just a magic trick, but it looks cool. That's all. It just reminded of you with your ice fishing.
Oh, that's cool. Is that in the news feed or the chat? I'll have to.
It's in the group chat, but you'd have to go up a fair way.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's all right.
you're too.
Finally having a. Sorry.
I was about to say it's because you're nice and busy. That's why you're not like me, bored all the time.
Yeah, it was a busy day. I'm finally having a birthday drink. I just finished a demo.
Oh,
I had to work
Oh,
on my
okay.
birthday.
oh, you got paid on your birthday then, huh?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I'll wake up for that.
Yeah, definitely. How many people came?
It was a club demo for the Kawartha Woodturners Guild, which is a club up in Peterborough, which is 45 minutes east of me.
Yep.
Bob would know Peterborough probably.
Yeah, I know Peterborough. Got relatives that used to live there.
Yeah, so I did it for the
remember as a
Club
kid
tonight.
going up there with the family, and it was mostly farms.
Lakes. Lakes
Oh,
and
yeah.
farms.
Yeah, we had a cabin up there. Point Pelee is where we still have one.
Oh, nice.
We
Oh,
make
that's
more
cool.
renting it out than we do using it.
That's all right. That's cool.
In fact,
Yeah, it's
we've
nice up
rented
there. I
it
love
to
it up there.
my cousin's kids are the latest ones to take over and manage it, and that makes you feel old when your cousin's kids are now managing the family cottages. They're
Yeah.
all in their
20s?
20s and 30s. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Little youngins.
We just tell them be wary of the Mounties. They don't have a sense of humor.
No. Thanks, Dances with Oddvarks. How's it going today? I'm not sure your real name just yet, but thanks for the birthday wish and hope all is well. Sweet. I hit the right button. Yeah, I'm back.
That's Mike. That's Midnight Joker.
Yeah.
The guy whose his name is he used to be Midnight Joker. That's who's dancing with Aardvarks there.
Oh, okay,
Mike.
cool.
Mike, his name is.
Nice. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, we need to get a online directory made so us old farts can remember them all.
Yeah, same here. I gotta remember them all.
Though the big news flash for today, at least that woke me up because I got it I had it in my mailbox this morning from the VA. but then I didn't bother reading my mail until probably about 10 o'clock this morning. But it was on our national news is that Food and Drug Administration had been testing a treatment for Alzheimer's. And they released it today for prescriptions to the public. The first Alzheimer's drug out there that has proven to be able to stop it. 80% of them.
Oh, wow.
And I got a notice that because I signed up some time ago that there was something for memory loss, I'd be a guinea pig for it. So I've got to schedule an appointment to go in and we'll see what it's like. Memory, long time ago, I have very good memory on, but I can be working on something and I'll sit something down and something will hit me. Hey, I should do this, and I've got to, and then I forget what do I go back to again. And that's embarrassing. The kids know it.
Oh, yeah. They know everything nowadays.
Oh, yeah. But I got early birthday present. I got a Fordham.
Oh, yeah? Which one? I just ordered one, too. For my birthday gift to myself. I got the brushless Fordham. Micromotor.
No, this is an older one.
Yeah, it was hemming and hawing. I was hemming and hawing about it, hemming and hawing, and the wife's like, "You want it? Just get it. Just get it already." I'm like, "Really? Okay, done."
No, just.
Oh yeah, those are good guys.
Oh yeah.
Huge amount of torque in those guys.
Yes, but the shaft comes unscrewed really handy. I like that.
Yeah.
Except it's a reverse thread, but they were smart enough to put an arrow on it to remind you, strip it out. You unscrew it backwards. And that's because of the rotation of the motor and the shaft itself.
Oh, nice.
And I got a dust collector directly over the lathe, a double filter one, and it just sits directly over the lathe, and it's supported by 4 chains. And I have it tipped because I can do that, so it picks up everything right here at close to the tailstock of the lathe. The air circulation is this way against the tailstock. And I can see if I'm working with a dark wood, you can see some of the dust, and it picks it up, but it fills it up. So it's like with dust, does a good job.
Yeah, they're messy machines.
Standing.
Messy machines, eh?
Well, it's sanding.
Yeah, they produce a lot of dust.
Yep.
But I've been using a Dremel for years, and I still do, but I mean, I want something a little more hefty that I can do piercing with and all kinds of other stuff, so I won't outgrow the Fordham brushless. The new one, I think it is, the new brushless Fordham.
That's why the brushed ones, it came with 3 extra sets of brushes. But I always keep it hung up instead of putting it in the box, because that was one of the tips I got on one of the forums that I'm following now. And the reason being is after so many hours of use, you put a couple of drops of oil on the upper shaft here and let it run down.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
I put it on there and I leave it hung up overhead. That way I know it gets down to the handpiece.
Yeah. It's a good idea to do. I should do that with my Dremel every now and again, but I never have. I mean, even the old Dremel I had a flex shaft on it, and I don't think I ever oiled it in its life. And I mean, it lasted 10 years. So, I mean, it paid for itself many times. So I upgraded, got another one with a flex shaft, and same thing. I haven't oiled it yet, but I'm sure if I do, it'll last a little longer than the 10. Oh yeah, I gotta put this back in the bag so it don't crack on me. Don't crack on me. So yeah, the demo was good. It was for the Kawartha Club. There was like 30 something people or so, so that was good. Their numbers were down because, I mean, it's summer. People want to enjoy the last little bit of what's left, so. Which is expected. I know I'm not going to be doing much in August. I'm going to enjoy my last month of heat before it gets cold again. What? Where's Del Val? Del Val Woodturners? It's Michigan, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not sure where. It's a smaller club.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing a demo for them next month. Cindy did message me, asked me to do one for the Detroit club.
Yep.
I said, yeah, sure I can. Here's my list. Here's my fee type thing. So.
But you're a member of the club.
Yeah, I know.
Most members, when they do demos, don't charge for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because most of our demos are by members anyway.
Oh, yeah. Well, they did pay for a couple guys, couple of the professional guys or the big guys, so. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what they think. Can't do them all for free. I got a baby on the way.
No. Well, you could give a discount.
I did. I gave so it's usually this, and since I'm a friend of Daw, I'd love to give you a discount, and so I gave him like 30% off or something.
Yeah.
So it's still some savings.
But the uniqueness is, on your side, is an argument. You're a professional doing it as a living. Though we have members who are professional at wood turning, but they do it, you know, they don't go out and do demos except to our club.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah,
You know,
that'd
because
be
if you want something, you go to their house and they'll show you how and spend a weekend with them. You know, some of them even have a guest room where, yeah, come on up and I'm at the summer house. Come on up and we got a cot for you and I'll work you through it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's that type of club. You know, we're all a group. And everybody knows everybody. To a great extent, pre-COVID, we would get a 90 to 100 people to our meetings on a regular basis. And that's 2/3 of our membership.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah, we kept running out of seats for people to sit in.
Oh, yeah. That's good turnout. Yeah, I was surprised how many I had at the Texas. There was all kinds. Probably 100 and something in the hall, and then another 50 jumped on Zoom or something, and so that's pretty good for a Zoom call, Zoom thing.
It makes you upgrade your license.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they streamed it in through their club, and then all the people who attended there, and then everything was just picked up on my Zoom account for people who jumped onto the Zoom feed.
Oh,
It was
okay.
all members of the club, so covered by the same thing. So yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
Well, we use our Zoom all the time for helping people. That's a very common thing. You can get a hold of the president or vice president or a couple of people on the board and tell them someone wants you to do something one-on-one, or so-and-so's having a trouble, and they'll round up a couple of people to do a private Zoom.
Yeah.
Just
Are you on the
from-
board?
Pardon?
Are you on the board?
No,
No.
I'm not a politician.
Yeah, I hear that.
So I have brought in more members than any other member has, and they've been from multiple continents.
Yeah, I know.
That
That's
has
great.
never happened.
Yeah, it's been good.
Well, typically where we sit, we have members that come in normally from Windsor and at times as far away as Chatham.
Oh, wow.
Drive over and spend the day, attend our meeting, and then afterwards we get together for dinner at one of the restaurants or barbecues or something and sit and BS until they throw us out, and then they go home.
Oh, yeah. How was the
Yeah,
meetup? The meat swap or swap meet or whatever it was? How'd that go? Did you go?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I had a
Oh,
friend of
sweet.
mine pick me up, and we went out, and people were swapping stuff around, and I had a bunch of stuff that I was giving out to people. So, yeah, and I had some people throw stuff in the boot of the car I was riding in and some wood for me.
Oh, there you go. That's a good
They give me
score.
something that they don't want to turn
Yeah.
because it is so hard.
Pass it along.
Yeah, and I've been beta testing Carter Products' new turning cut handle and now their bar that goes with it, and they also sell the one that I invented. They've only got a few left, and they're debating whether they want to carry it. But right now things are slow, so they're going to wait and see after the clubs get going. But yeah, I get a lot of fun, and people, it's always been a secret that I'm a beta tester. And the fact that I designed the deep hollowing system that Carter sells. So
Do you get a cut?
yeah.
They giving you a cut?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good. At least they're giving you
Not-
something.
Not only in money, but whatever I want. Health. Because they can write it off as advertising and not have to pay a royalty to do it.
Oh,
But
that's
I got
all right.
everything I've got everything Carter makes for wood turning,
Yeah.
and most of my bandsaw stuff is Carter because that's how they started. They
With
go
bandsaw?
way. Yeah, the history goes way back to here in Michigan. We call it the first cut because when the railroads were in their boom in the 1800s, we had the logs and the trees to cut and make ties. So railroad ties were being turned out. It seems that 80% of the ties that went out to do railroad, so the pass in the middle came from Michigan. So they clear cut the state, and it's often referred to as clear cut. And in doing so, Carter back that far because they did the bandsaw stuff and the big sawmills.
Oh yeah.
So they've been around a long time. And it's always been a family company. But their biggest money is not woodworking or saws or anything like that. They make their money in inspection equipment for high-end industry.
Oh wow. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I haven't heard of them before I heard of their turning tools, but I've heard good things about them. I don't have any, haven't used them yet, but
Yeah, if you were closer, I could loan you a few.
yeah.
This is their latest. And I'm not saying it's a knockoff of my hollowing bar, because the way they put their flat on the bottom. But the person that did it, Ron Campbell, he's known for AZ Carbide. He bought that out a long time ago from the owner that they were going under, and he took it on. So he owns AZ Carbide, and he does professional turning. So he ended up designing the very end of the bar. He also designed the tool handle. And as you can see, it's an odd shape. It's not round. They call it the X because it's almost like a small X.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're turning properly, you steer with the back hand. The rear end of the tool is where you do your steering from.
Yeah.
And all you're doing is aiming with the other part of the tool to where you want to be and watching how the cutter is interfacing with the wood. And this is doing the transverse movement. Your body is. But if you're turning right, the two arms, they're moving, they're fixed. And most people don't realize that. They're fixed, except for rotation. It's your body that does the movement. That way it stays nice and smooth for a lot of the turning that's done today. Unless you're doing coves and, odd stuff, but just for nice shaping and stuff. So this is kind of neat. And this is a fairly good sized cutter on here. They have one that's even smaller. And they've also got a cup. This is just a flat. They have a cup one that is really small, but it'll hog anything out nice and deep. And of course, the deeper you go, the smaller the cutter you need.
Yeah.
Because you want to cut down vibration.
Yeah. And drag.
They have some really small ones that go on here. And that's one I've been testing, and I like it because I like the ability of steering with the back end. It's a twist of intentionally. Instead of the wrist rotating, you're actually rotating the arm in the back end to do it this way. So you get much better movement and steady. And I like it. And Ron's got his name on it, but yeah, they offered that for the hollowing, and it doesn't matter to me. I just enjoy doing it, designing tools like this. But that's their latest. And what
cool.
do you have any good size wood turning supply stores around you? Major names? Because I don't know what's in Ontario.
Well, Lee Valley sells wood turning tools, and Woodchuckers.
Yeah.
Woodchuckers and Scarborough sells wood turning tools, but not many.
Lee Valley makes their own, don't they? That's what
No.
their pride is.
No, they sell all kinds of stuff from all kinds of different distributors.
Okay.
So
I remember
they have
when
made some of their own,
I
but
was-
they have a lot of others.
yeah, I bought some block planes years ago that were theirs. They were very proud of their plane design and blade design for, block planes, custom
Yeah, it's
dado
all right.
before they started importing. Then they
Yeah.
got another one. I can't think of his name. A company that makes it out in northern Ontario. Oh, and I mean it's way in the country, but they sell a lot of big stuff.
Markham
I don't know.
Industrial is around.
Yeah, they started off in dust collection, and then they moved into bandsaw stuff, and they're rated very big. They have probably a big competitor to Carter when it comes to bandsaw stuff. Though there's been a feud over who copied who on designs.
Yeah, there's always going to be that amongst tool people.
Yeah, they're good friends.
Yeah, I saw the ones Ron made and did. They look cool. I've made some of my own. They work well. I've bought a couple. I bought a Hope hollowing tool. It works really damn good. And then I have, I don't have many. I don't use a lot of carbides, but I have a couple.
Well,
But I love
when
the
you
whole
want to go
coloring.
deep, you got to use steel or carbide when you go deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to me, that's been a challenge. That was a challenge that my great grandfather kept telling me when I was like 12, 13 years old, and he'd sit back in his big old rocking chair in their company, his company shop, and watch me turn. And
Yeah.
always,
You can use conventional tools and just put an extender bar on them. I do that a lot. I'm just drawn to traditional tools, I guess.
yeah,
I mean, you can use carbides. Carbides have their application for end grain hollowing and deep
try
hollowing.
turning that with a conventional tool.
Yeah. Well, you could.
It's up to here, the base. I leave the tang on the bottom till I do finishing, but in this case, I've got 3 of these that are being made for a funeral home, and they're different sizes, and they're going to go on. I don't know what you'd call it. They have a different name. It's not an altar when it's in a funeral home, but that's basically what it is, because they go change whether it's a cross or a menorah or whatever. It's always up, and change curtains or the flag or whatever you want as a background to it for whatever denomination, if there is a request. But they wanted these to hold some long stem flowers, because people keep bringing in long stem flowers. And I have this being that'll handle it. And I've also got a plug that goes in here because it's slightly tapered inside. So as it's just a wooden disc, there's 4 of them, and they have a little wire on them that hides and hooks over the back, and it goes down and makes that the height, or the whole bottom. They just take them out. And they wanted them in 3 sizes. So this is the second or the second set that I've turned out for them, because they have 2 rooms that they put in. They wanted this one nice and clean because that's a light wood in their room. The other I had to do out of dark wood to match what they had in there.
Cool.
The room.
What's the wood? What's the wood?
Black walnut.
The one in your hand?
Oh, no.
I was like, what?
No, the other dark wood was black walnut. This,
Sycamore?
it's in the sycamore family.
Oh, okay.
And this is right on. This was a very thin piece of wood to begin with, small, because there's the center.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I like to do is to be able to have and show some of the accent of the wood. And how I got to sell them was the fact that this shows birth and growth and death.
Yep.
Just something development and how we grow, and by the grain, and how people grow, and it's a good way that pastors or others can develop stuff around stuff like this. My brother's a pastor, so I brought it to his attention about 5-6 years ago, and I've turned out several of them for him at different churches he's been at. He uses the wood to talk about the lifetime a person has had, and how I find it interesting. So it's not something that I advertise and sell. It's strictly by word of mouth.
That's cool. That's all right. Yeah, they're nice. They look cool. I got a couple urns I got to do, so I got to make a couple. I got a couple human urns, a dog urn, a horse urn, but get going on them next week.
That's the latest rendition. And let me I've got it's an experiment, and I've got a couple more little lights I'm going to put in there and adjust in height, because this is hollow also. And I'm going to put a false floor in it, or a cap, and make it sit in there, and put a reflector on the cap itself to help reflect the light. And I've got a couple more lights that I'm putting in because I need more. Because all this is a tea light on a cord.
Okay.
The bottom. It all tucks in. It'll fit in the bottom. And here again, this is something they can talk about, and it's a crusty old person or whatever. And I've already had a couple of people come up with storylines around this one. And they're waiting for it to be finished. But I'm playing with the Josanya paints inside to try to get them to reflect the light some more. And I think I've got a brighter bulb, or I got room in here. Cheat.
Huh. That's cool.
I just soldered the bulb to some wire and took it down. So. And the bulb itself has a circuit in it to change intensities. It's a flicker bulb. So I'm going to get, well, let me kill the light here.
Cool.
And that's why I darkened the inside, and I used Josanya paint in there. Because it gives a nice effect.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. That's cool.
And it'll come down. I haven't quite got the height. I've got to put a little bit of silver, or maybe some just good old-fashioned aluminum foil in to line the hole with that this goes into, so as it'll help reflect some of the light going up. It's still experimental. But I like the fact that it lights up And you can see the effect of the Josanya paint in there.
Yeah, it shimmers. That's cool.
Yeah, and the colors change. I wanted to make it look as if it was flickering.
Like lava or molten.
Yeah, a fire. It is the fire in there. That's the heart. That's the crust. That's the eternal light that always burns. I mean, I try to come up with, being the brother of a minister, all sorts of ways that can be used in talking. But yet it's still a sturdy tree. But at some time in life, you know, you can do anything you want with it. And I've got a cap to put on here. Not quite what type of cap, but I wanted to put some sort of cap. And other people say, no, it's like a chimney, just paint it black, you know, and leave the black there. But I'm going to put a second bulb like this. I have another one that has a little red tint to it, and it changes. And I'm going to see if I mount that in there permanently. But that's, you know, the rough old man. You know, that's the idea of the wood and standing out there. And here again, it has a socket that fits on a piece of wood that is part of their altar or backtop, where it'll simply sit in there and they can rotate it to what they want. I can have one of the caps that I turned out as part of a sample had a cross on it. And it was just like a cork. It went inside as a cork, but it also had a rim to it, so it covered up the top of this. You know, it hung over. But that's what I've been up to.
You see that,
Wow.
Cade?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, one of those saws is a Diston. The other one is a G.H. Bishop and Company. They were both painted by artist friend of mine who collects antique stuff and paints lifelike animals on them.
Cool.
I can show you a close up if you like.
Let me know when you're there, and I'll put you on full screen, Cade.
All right. Good to go, I think. Yep. Yeah, so I have a friend who's an artist, who's a painter, and she paints all kinds of antique things and pictures and stuff. So one year I was at a show and I was selling stuff. She had another booth and she came over and got something off me. So I went over and bought this off her. This is a barn. Oh, where the hell is the camera? There we are. There's the barn owl under the moon. Oh.
Did she draw? Is that hand by hand, or she did it?
Oh no, it's all by hand. Yep.
Yeah, that's done good. Very good. Very nice.
Yeah. So that one I got 1 year. And then this one is a great blue heron under the moon as well. So here's the moon, and there's your blue heron. Oh,
Yeah, very nice. Very good drawer.
on the water. Yeah.
They come up nice.
Yeah, they turned out nice. So she does all kinds of stuff. I like the saws. So maybe next, if and when we can do shows again, we'll do another trade. But yeah, she does all kinds of stuff: baskets, saws, shovels, planes. all kinds of stuff. And her sister carves. So she does like
Oh, yeah.
cottonwood carving and bark carving and figurines, and
Yep.
they share a booth. It's kind of cool. So yeah, I can't remember. I think the one year traded for a bowl or something. She needed a gift for a friend, and then the next year a box of some kind for herself.
Comes in handy, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And my drum over here, my Murphy's Irish Stout drum. This, I
Yep.
was at a Hippy Dippy festival, and there was a percussion guy who made drums and percussion instruments, and his wife. I walked into the booth and I said, "Man, I really like that Murphy's Irish Stout drum," and blah blah blah. And I'm in the booth down the way, and would you think of doing a trade? And so he sent his wife over, and his wife picked a set of pepper and salt mills.
Oh, yeah.
So we did a straight trade for salt and pepper mill set, and I got my Murphy's Irish Stout Boron.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
I play it
Good-
when we get in
good
the
spot.
hippy dippy circle, dance around the
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah. Hang on. No, you're going to have to buy a wig that's got dreadlocks in it. Sorry.
Right? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Rastafari, man. That's a good religion, that. Rastafarian.
Yeah.
Any First Nation in you?
Me, no. No, I'm all Irish, English, French.
Jesus. Combination.
Well, I'm Irish English because I'm out of Brantford. All
Combination
my
roll.
family's in that area, except that we all do have some First Nation blood in the family.
That's cool.
They're from Ontario.
Yeah, I have a couple relatives might have some somewhere or married into it.
Yeah.
But me, my grandparents are from Ireland and my grandma was French Canadian. So Irish, French, Canadian. Tabernacle.
You have your own kilt? Have you got a kilt yet?
Kilt? No. Irish don't wear kilts. Scots
Well, they
wear
do.
kilts.
I know, but because Scots and Irish dislike each other like day and night, they usually come up with something that is sacrilege,
Oh yeah.
especially when you're drinking in pubs.
That's funny. No, I've never worn a kilt, or I don't have any kilts.
I've got a great one that's been handed down in the family. At least I know how to put it on. It's not sewn. You got to lay it out, pleat it, put the belt down, lay it out, pleat it, lay down, and then pull the belt around you to keep the pleats in place. Put it on the right way.
Yeah,
It's not stitched.
that's cool. Yeah, I've never worn one. Never even tried one on.
It can be cool. I mean, to be authentic, there was nothing under them.
Yeah, just a budgie smuggler, eh, Jay?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Aussie word. A bloody budgie smuggler.
Yeah, it's,
Where's Jay at?
You cheeky bugger, aren't ya?
Right?
We got a internet company here. It's called Aussie Broadband, and do you know what their slogan is?
no.
Bloody good internet. That's their slogan.
Bloody good internet.
Bloody good internet.
That's great.
And I'll have to agree with him.
It's off a dingo.
Where's your baby?
Some kangaroo stole it.
A dingo stole your baby. A dingo.
Of a dingo.
You know the dingoes?
Yeah, a wild dog.
They're a bit like the stingos.
Oh yeah.
No, they're nothing like it. Stingos is what you put on your body to get rid of the mozzie bite.
Oh,
Well, I think we need a translator.
right.
Too right, Cobber. Well, I'm gonna have to love yous and leave yous.
Yeah, it's only what 10 to 11 here Eastern.
Yeah. I've had the knock on the window.
Uh-oh, food's ready.
Woo!
Can't
The
keep
knock
a
on
man from his food.
the knock on the window is my wife telling me my lunch is ready.
Oh, nice. What's for lunch?
To delve down into my shavings and find my tail stop.
A dingo?
Yeah. Nah, my goreng noodles
Oh, nice.
with a raw egg cracked on the top and goat's cheese.
Cool. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
It tastes bloody great. It tastes terrible without the goat's cheese and egg, I tell you.
Oh yeah. I love those noodle things. They're quick, easy. They're pretty
Yeah.
good.
That's my lunch every day. Every single day. Unless we go out for lunch, of course.
Cool.
So, Cade,
Yeah.
how many hollow forms have you done on average?
I don't know. Hundreds.
Is this too much of a neck for a hollow form?
No.
No.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I like it.
That's
Yeah.
what I'll do tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow because I'm going to end the live in a minute. But yeah, I'll do a hollow form in here, see if I can get it in through there.
Yeah, that'll
Nice.
look cool with the tapered neck, and you could have a sharp corner, a rounded corner would look nice, but the long neck and the color contrast with the sap and heartwood would be cool. A good
Yeah,
design
It's-
opportunity.
nice and red in there, or browny red at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that'd be
like
cool.
The wood tells you what it wants to do and be. And that's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
the wood talking.
And it's 3/4. It's well over 3/4 dry. It's not completely dry, but it's more dry than wet. So fingers
That's
crossed
good.
it doesn't fall apart on me by when I come back out tomorrow. With these little bloody
Well,
cracks.
put a plastic bag over it. Tie a plastic bag over it around the chuck, and it'll keep the moisture in the wood. So tomorrow, after it's been baking in your shed for a day, it won't be cracked.
Oh no, it's winter here, Cade. It won't be baking.
Well, it'll still be hot.
No. No, God no. It's 8 degrees at the moment.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's winter.
Hey. It'll be enough out of you snow dwellers.
You can't, go out tobogganing.
Yeah.
Never
No.
seen snow.
No. I've seen it on the telly.
That doesn't work for a snowball fight.
Oh, damn it.
I'll take my 21-inch set and throw it at your 24-inch.
Yeah,
It might work. You never know. Hang on,
yeah,
let's
that'll
try it.
look good. What's the wood?
It's ghost gum.
Oh, okay.
You got to seal it up.
Bloody light. I'm gonna wash it out and
Yeah, I don't know. Even though it's 8 degrees outside with the sun beating on the shed, will it still heat up in there though?
Oh no, I've got corrugated plastic on my roof with a bit of a half a foot windbreak in between it to try. Anyway, it should be all right. It should be cold enough. Explaining my bloody life story to you.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow night whether
Yeah, I've
it's
ordered.
cold or you should have put it in a bag.
All right.
Because
All right, I'm
that'll look really nice.
Yeah, hopefully.
That'll bring you a bit of money.
Appreciate everyone coming in.
No
I know you. I know you're on in YouTube, but don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, I'm ending it now, for fuck's sake. Jesus. See? All right, I'm going now.
All right,
Alright.
take care. Thanks.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Bye.
We'll see you
Take
Sunday.
care, Bob.
Yep. Bye.